The name appealed to me. Tamas was an unusual name. It's a Sanskrit word for darkness. In fact, the very first sentence of the book, which in Hindi it says, "और आले में रखे दिए ने एक झपकी ली." That's the sentence. And my film, in fact, it starts precisely like that, on a close-up of a lamp in a wall. My memory of violence and blood and panic comes from that period. Because the first sight of blood that I saw, I cannot forget. It was curfew. I can, still recall the heat of that afternoon. And there was nothing moving, total silence. And suddenly there was a scream. I rushed to the terrace, looked over the parapet, and I saw a person with blood oozing out of his back, going into a somersault near an alley. And the moment I saw that, my mother pulled me up back. So that memory is like a small photograph, a moment which I can never forget. When I took up this thing, making of Tamas, it was like an act of faith for me. I thought this has to be made. This story has to be told.
Not only was Tamas shot like a film, it also had some of the best names in the business as part of its ensemble cast. Om Puri's performance as Nathu got him accolades.
Nathu was a working class man who was caught up in this riots because he was asked to kill a pig for medical purposes, and that same pig was thrown in front of a mosque, which created a riot. Now he starts feeling guilty that he is responsible for the riot. I didn't expect it to be such a big success. On a particular day, everybody will sit near the television set and watch Tamas.
The good thing is that we are now planning to release Tamas as a film. I think the younger generation is not foolish. They are very sensitive people. And I think they will respond to it very positively.
Like we said on the show today, the 80s threw up many genres of television. So if you had the stark Tamas, there was the fiery Rajni, who was India's first true blue consumer activist. Can you imagine Basu Chatterjee's Rajni without Priya Tendulkar in the title role? Well, guess what? She wasn't the first choice for the role.
Well, actually, initially I chose Padmini Kolhapuri. She was equally good. But after making this first episode, some reservation was there. She had some job. So I thought, let us change her. But when I asked Priya to do certain episodes, the fun was not coming, but she was very fiery.
अपने काले कामों पर पर्दा डालने की कोशिश मत कीजिए. आप जो कुछ कर रहे हैं, अपने फायदे के लिए कर रहे हैं.
Her eyes used to speak a lot. So we changed the attitude to a fighting woman rather than somebody on the lighter side.
हमारे बच्चे स्कूल में पढ़ने आते हैं और हम उनकी फीस देते हैं और उनकी पूरी पढ़ाई उसी फीस में से होनी चाहिए. टीचर्स की मनमानी और ट्यूशन से नहीं.
I think it came to her naturally because it was like a hand-in-glove kind of a situation. She did believe in those issues coming from the background that she did. And I think this was just tailor-made for her.
आपको सरकारी दफ्तर या किसी और जगह पर रिश्वत देनी पड़ी तो क्या आपको अच्छा लगेगा?
And the rest is television history. The serial became a stupendous success and Priya married her on-screen husband, Karan Razdan. We asked Karan, who also co-wrote the show, to define why Rajni hit big time.
All consumers in the world have a lot of grievances. So the character of Rajni became an epitome, to stand up on behalf of the consumers. And once this happened in the serial, then there was no looking back. So there was this huge, aura about her, which people thought that she could solve any and every problem.
This week we went back to the time when TV serials made us think. They reflected on our past and fought battles on our behalf for our future. Hum Log, Bunyad, Tamas and Rajni, each a milestone in Indian television history.
शुक्रिया.
We hope you enjoyed this nostalgia trip with us today. Next week, we'll go back to the time when comedy was a slice of life. When comedy didn't mean silly slapstick jokes, but it actually meant something more. It sometimes made us cry, but always made us laugh. Don't forget to tune in.
The cheeky innocence in mind.
Comedy में क्या होता है? You open the door and the person you're expecting is not there. So it is like.
Zahir Khan, could he do the job? Oh, that's a single that should have been given away. Realize that Dravid is a point. He's got to decide to come out of this. It's a tough decision.
Anger against the West Bengal government's land acquisition drive now spreads. Times now has exclusive pictures of how farmers attacked a government official's car near Kolkata. The attack comes despite the fact that Buddhadev Bhattacharjee has been forced to call off land acquisition in Nondigram after veteran leader Jyoti Basu stepped in to defuse the political crisis with alliance partners in West Bengal. It's the first time ever Pakistani police enter the Lahore High Court targeting protesting lawyers and journalists. Despite the violence, the US stands by Musharraf, says he's an ally with great vision for democracy. Warm welcome. You're watching News Now Overnight. I'm Akash Banerjee. Even with the left front government's climb down over SEZs, fresh trouble is brewing for West Bengal Chief Minister Buddhadev Bhattacharjee. That too, just a few kilometers off from Kolkata. Farmers took the extreme step of attacking and burning down a government official's vehicle who had come to examine the land in the area. Perhaps a reflection of how deep the anger and distrust runs within the state. Despite assurances by the West Bengal government that the land acquisition policy would be renewed, the farmers are buying none of it. Sample this: farmers brandishing sticks and sickles, setting a government vehicle on fire. This is not Nondigram, but Degonga, 50 kilometers from Kolkata in the North 24 Parganas, where officials had allegedly come to acquire some 1,700 acres of land for setting up industries.
আমরা জমি আজকে বলেছিল পেপারে গতদিনে দিয়েছে যে জমি আমরা নেব না, তার লিখিত দিয়েছে, কিন্তু আজকে অফিসাররা সব জমি মাপতে এসছে, যা যা ওদের প্ল্যান আছে সেই ভিডিও ক্যামেরা ফ্যামেরা সব হাবিজাবি নিয়ে যেটা ওনাদের আছে তাই নিয়ে সব মাপতে এসছে। কালিয়ানি বিলি বলে যেটা আর কি এটা আমরা দেবো না এই বলে আমরা এ করছি আর কি।
It is this double speak that has landed the Buddhadev Bhattacharjee government in hot water, promising one thing but acting on its own accord when it came to action. That's why, despite a public apology, the level of anger against the Chief Minister is high in this area, also earmarked for industrial development.
তাহলে আমরা থাকবো কোথায়? এইটাই আমরা বুদ্ধদেবের বলতে চাচ্ছি যে আমরা যদি আমাদের জমি নিয়ে দেয় তাহলে আমরা কোথায় যাব? আর আমাদের যদি সব এই জমি নিয়ে নেয়, সব দেশের যদি জমি নিয়ে, তাহলে মানুষ বাঁচবে কোথায়? বুদ্ধদেবের বাড়ি গিয়ে থাকবে লোক? না বুদ্ধদেবের তাহলে আমাদের এই সাইডে পাঠিয়ে দিন, ওরা একটু দেখিয়ে দেয় যে আমাদের জমি নেওয়ার কতটা
Harsh words are being used against the Chief Minister, who is in a hurry to attract investments in his state. Now, with his equity eroded, it is going to be very difficult for the West Bengal government to set up any industry in the state. With Joyanta Bhattacharya in Kolkata, Akash Banerjee, Times Now. Now, earlier on Saturday, the left front government was virtually saved after the personal intervention of veteran leader Jyoti Basu. Now, though the allies of the CPM are sticking together as of now, it seems that the resolution has come at the cost of Chief Minister Buddhadev Bhattacharjee's reform agenda.
It finally took the 92-year-old patriarch Jyoti Basu to save the day and the left front government he had lorded over for so many years. As his successor, Buddhadev faced the biggest crisis of his tenure, with left allies threatening to pull out. It was Jyoti Basu who acted as mediator. In a 20-minute speech, Jyoti made a fervent plea to the government, forcing Buddha to back off considerably. Buddha said, and I quote, "I'm deeply distressed. If any responsibility has to be fixed, I as the Chief Minister have to be held responsible," unquote. Buddhadev was forced to acknowledge that police action in Nandigram was a mistake. He has been forced to put all land acquisitions in Nandigram on a hold and announced that police will be withdrawn from there in a phased manner. The announcement was made not by Buddha but the left front convener Biman Bose to show the house was in order.
শিল্পের জন্য নন্দীগ্রামের সরকার কোনো জমি অধিগ্রহণ করবে না। 6 যে পুলিশ বাহিনী ওখানে এখনো রয়েছে সেই পুলিশ বাহিনীকে ধাপে ধাপে সরিয়ে আনা হবে।
This is a far cry from the Buddha who till 2 days back was blaming the people of Nandigram for forcing the police to act. And he's the same man who stood his ground when Mamta went on a famous fast over the Tata land acquisition in Shingur. Buddha's backing off may have saved his government, but it is more than just that. It is a major setback to Buddha's reforms agenda that he had stubbornly followed despite the criticism from the old guard. Now Buddha has run into his biggest hurdle, and Nandigram could herald the end of the new face of Marxism in India. With Joyanta Bhattacharya in Kolkata, Shruti Pandale, Times Now.
Also ahead on News Now overnight, it's an unprecedented move. The police entered the Lahore High Court premises, attacked protesting lawyers in full view of the media. And despite the internal chaos and the opposition, the US continues to back President Musharraf, saying that Musharraf has great vision for democracy. We'll have those stories for you in just a bit. But first, also Buddhadev Bhattacharya isn't only facing opposition from within. The opposition besides Mamata Banerjee have spared no effort. An NDA team headed by LK Advani visited Nandigram today and came down heavy on the West Bengal Chief Minister.
जलियांवाला बाग में जिस प्रकार से पुलिस वालों को कहा गया कि गोली मारो तो छाती पे मारो, गोली मारो तो पेट पे मारो, टांगों में मत मारो, लगता है कि यहाँ पर भी इसी प्रकार से कहा गया है।
LK Advani's take on the police brutalities on villagers in Nandigram 2 days back that left many villagers dead and others seriously injured. A rather tall comparison, but clearly this was NDA's efforts to politically cash in on the crisis in the left bastion. And Advani came with full force, the fiery Sushma Swaraj and the khadi-clad socialist George Fernandes.
जाने की घंटी बज चुकी है और वो आप लोगों के नंदीग्राम से चूड़ा की कड़ाहटों में सुनाई पड़ रही है। आप इस संघर्ष को जारी रखिए हम सब आपके साथ में।
But ironically, though the senior BJP leader said all the right things, even giving Mamta Banerjee credit for taking on the battle, by the end of the day, one thing was clear. In the left-controlled state, it was the left-front allies who seemed to get Buddha to bend and back off. Now the combined efforts of the NDA from Delhi. Bureau Report, Times Now.
And it's not only West Bengal that's making all the news. Here's a quick look at all the other news from across the country that's making the headlines.
The Maharashtra government has announced a probe into a sting operation by a news channel which has shown Sanjay Dutt's lawyer Satish Mane Shinde making remarks on the judgment in the 1993 serial blast case. Deputy Chief Minister R.R. Patil said the issue will be probed by the crime branch. Meanwhile, the special Tara court is expected to pronounce the quantum of the sentence of those convicted in the 1993 Mumbai serial blast case on the 19th of April. 3 foreign skiers who went missing yesterday after their helicopter crash have been found alive in the Himalayan region of Kashmir. The skiers miraculously found their way back after skiing across the mountains of Kashmir. Officials said an army helicopter has been pressed into service to rescue the pilot who is still stranded at the crash site. And controversies continue to dog Bangladeshi writer Taslima Nasreen. A conservative Muslim group has ordered the elimination of Taslima, who is in exile, and has also issued a 5 lakh rupee fatwa. The president of the All India Ittihad Council, Taqi Raza Khan, wants the acclaimed novelist to apologize for her radical writings and says that the fatwa will only be withdrawn if she burns her book and leaves the country.
We take a very short break here on News Now Overnight. When we come back, lots more news. Stay with us.
फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो। तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले। लगा हाथ के सूरज सुबह निकाला करे, हथेलियों में भरे धूप और उछाला करे। ओ लगा हाथ के सूरज सुबह निकाला करे, हथेलियों में भरे धूप और उछाला करे। उफक पे पाँव रखो और चलो अकड़ के चलो, उफक पे पाँव रखो और चलो अकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो। तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, हिंदुस्तान चले। चलो।
On eNow Weekend, catch the reviews of Just Married
देखा न सोचा न मांगा, डोली में आन चढ़ी
and Hat-Trick. And watch Katrina talk about movies and a lot more.
So off screen, do you all fight a lot? You get lost. And what's more important, being an actor or a star? I'm a person who's very indecisive.
eNow Weekend at these times only on Times Now.
Brought to you by Me and Sanyo. It's a wonderful life. Nike. आशीर्वाद चिली पाउडर, खरीदे और पहुंचाए गांव-गांव पानी।
Let's go back in time to to the days when television was all about us.
अपने काले कामों पर पर्दा डालने की कोशिश मत कीजिए.
When TV characters were like us.
A name like Nannhe has still stuck on for 22 years.
Television had sense and sensibility.
You will never make a classic if you step out saying, hang on, I'm going to make a classic.
Total Recall Television Part 1 on these times only on Times Now.
Welcome back. You with me on News Now. Overnight, the situation in Pakistan continues to worsen. Today, in an unprecedented move, the police entered the Lahore High Court. This is the first time that such an incident has happened even in Pakistan. And this comes just a day after the police went on a rampage on the offices of GeoTV in Islamabad.
The Pakistani police training its guns at lawyers within the Lahore High Court. And for the first time in the troubled history of Pakistan, the men in uniform entered the court premises. Targeting lawyers headed there to hold a meeting on how to take the anti-Musharraf protests forward. It was a shocking attack on yet another symbol of democracy, the judiciary. A day after men from the same force, the Punjab police, attacked the press, the offices of GeoTV in Islamabad. But even though the Musharraf regime has distanced itself from what happened on Friday, the big question remains, who is ordering these men to do this? Is a desperate Musharraf lashing out at all those who take him on, even though he claims he is not involved?
Whosoever was instigating